Hey everybody, it's that time of the week again. We are here at the Jim Alberti Theater. If you would like to support me or this broadcast, you can do so at PayPal/PayPalMe/BaldChandler or Patreon.com, The Chris Chandler Show, if you'd like to be a continuing contributor. One year we've been doing this. And today is Friday, March the 12th. Only one of my numbers don't work on my calendar anymore. This is the props department. And here we go. Hey everybody. Let's get this out the way. And I'm going to have to do something awkward, but I'm going to do it. Uh-oh, camera's got to go up. Thank you so much for gathering around. What a year it's been. I cannot believe we are already at a year of doing this thing. You guys up for a story? Say, tell us a story, Chandler. Okay, I will. The 1 year story. I'm going to start this thing. Oh, can you get that button right there? There we go. Thanks. Well, I got news. I'm going to get my second vaccine shot on Monday, March the 15th. Exactly 1 year to the day in lockdown for me. The bulk of my relationship with Kimberly, everybody say hi to Kimberly. She's working props here. The bulk of my relationship with Kimberly has been in lockdown. In fact, on the day that I accepted that COVID was real, I was still bouncing back and forth between Maryland and New Jersey, and we were smart enough to move in together the next day. I cannot imagine going through this without her. After a few months of seeing literally no one else, I think you can hear him walking up above, we got a dog, a 3-legged rescue named Drifter. He has lived almost his entire life in the pandemic. A Catahoula, Louisiana leopard dog, one of 3 breeds that can actually climb trees. People ask me how he lost his leg. I often say it was a tree climbing accident. I made a doggy door because he was a stray and still likes to run free. Back in 2020, on March 17th, St. Patrick's Day, 2 days in, I decided to start reading a poem a day, streamed live on Facebook. It was novel at the time. Novel like the virus. I know it's no longer novel, which is why it has evolved into the poem of the week. But you know, I had spent 35 years of my life making a living as a performer. And well before this all started, I had decided to take some time off during this period. First time in my life I took some time off. I still feel personally responsible for the lockdown. Before this started, I had just built a road case. My first real road case. A performer knows he's made it when he's got a road case. It holds my mic stands and my performing chair, wireless mics, everything I need to do a show in one box. Hell, I could just roll into a club, one box in tow, crack open the doors, and poof, I had a whole dressing room. I was set, only now there were no shows to do. So the poem of the day just made sense. Well, after a couple of days in of doing the poem of the day, I looked around and I noticed a red dish towel lying on the table. So I held it up in front of the camera, and as the show started, poof, it was a theater. The next day, I went into that shiny, unused road case, and I pulled out a couple of mic stands and used them as a rod to hold curtains. I wasn't using them anyway. Next thing I knew, I was building a whole miniature theater. First, it was out of cardboard, but then out of the wooden slats of a old IKEA bed frame. Red velvet off a tattered performing jacket made the legs and the main rag. Footlights made from Christmas tree bulbs. Soon it was pulleys, ropes, and backdrops. I turned the theater into a fly house. Toy cars from my childhood for props. Anything that was laying around the house, I could use it as a scenic device. A hot air balloon made from the leftovers of a bygone birthday party. Shoelaces and a wine cork for a basket. Hell, I already had the costumes. I made a snow shaker out of the webbing used to patch drywalls so I could drop snow in front of the camera to create whole weather patterns. Just like in the movies, only this was being shot on an iPhone in a pandemic, and my sets were being printed on an inkjet. I have not played a show to a live audience since September of 2019. But in the pandemic, I have played over 200 to the thunderous silence of a cold camera lens. Drifter has even made an appearance as a cast member. We don't let him go out at night, so we have to block the doggy door. So what do we use? The shining, rolling road case still lives by the door till it can be loaded into my van so that it too can see the thin highways of fat America and make an entrance through a dressing room door of some theater, somewhere, someday. I get my second vaccine shot on March 15th, 1 year to the day in lockdown. Thank you folks for gathering around. We'll see you next Friday